Hey, Tuesday at 2 here from Circle B Diecast in Concord, North Carolina. So glad that you have joined us, that is. Victor, Blake, and John right there on the pole position. There's Scott rolling in now. Oh my gosh, it is great. It really is. So really fun stuff, that is for sure. We are so glad that you have joined us here on our Circle B Diecast Tuesday at 2 show. How about young Ryan Blaney? Picking up the win out at Atlanta Motor Speedway. The race-winning diecast is available right now at www.circlebdiecast.com. That's circlebdiecast.com. Fifth career win for Ryan Blaney. 5 straight years, I think it is, that he's won races. And who knows, maybe old Blaney will get a couple of them this year. But he certainly looked good at the end of that race, taking it off from Kyle Larson. And so Ryan Blaney picks up the win at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and that race-winning diecast is available right now at circlebdiecast.com. We are in the watermelon business. If you've been following along lately, we are all up to our elbows in watermelons, and we continue to be that. Now, I don't know if it's good news or bad news, but those of you that follow Diecast know we've just got another shipment in, and that will be the last shipment for a little bit of time as we are now in the delivery portion of Chinese New Year where these cars are produced. So we think we've got everything we'll have for a while. And so, but in all of that comes so many neat trucks that we have and cars that we have. And with our name, Plan B Sales or Circle B Diecast on them as well. So let's start off, talk about some of these diecast vehicles right now. These are the color chrome, and this is the truck of Ross Chastain, autographed by Ross Chastain. We've got a non-autographed edition and autographed. This is just the Plan B Sales truck that he raced last year with a certificate of authenticity. I'm going to jump over here as well because this is another one. This is the watermelon truck as well. Another one of Ross Chastain, and we have got that too. So neat stuff, and sign some of them with a paint pen, some of them with the white pen, and we have got a little bit of everything when it comes to the watermelon truck with Ross Chastain. So you can just go on Circle B Diecast, punch in the name Ross Chastain, and see all of the options available, and they are now in stock. And those of you that have pre-ordered those are shipping, have been shipped, or will soon be shipped to you. So it just depends on where they're at in the process here. Now, this is one of, I love this truck because I love the story with it, is Ty Majeski. We had Ty here in December, right after he'd won the Snowball Derby. And Ty continues winning races. I think it was the Rattler 200 that he won a big super late model race. And fingers crossed that Ty gets another opportunity to go truck racing again. But this is the Plan B Sales truck, autographed by Ty right here at Plan B Sales. And so neat truck. We have that one available, so Ty Majeski fans, you can get that, and we are shipping that one out as well. And finally, another car. This is the Spires Motorsports Dirty Mo throwback car. Ross Chastain drove this at Darlington, but again, Plan B Sales on the back of it, on the back and on the trunk as well. So this was a fun car to be part of last year with Ross Chastain at the wheel, the Spires Motorsports car, and so that one has arrived. So yes, cars are arriving and on a regular basis, and we'll just get them shipped out to you. And we'll get a chance to, from the new shipment perspective, kind of catch our breath here and work our way through all of the orders that we have and see where that leaves us as far as cars go. So one of the things I like to point out is that a lot of times we'll get this new diecast in and you'll see these trucks or see these cars and they're sold out. What we have basically is you can be put on hold for one of these as well. So you just go on and you can order it, and it puts you in the queue. And so that way when someone cancels, or if someone cancels, your name is next up and you can get the diecast car. So if you see something right now that's showing is sold out, put your name down on it. We don't take your credit card or debit card. We don't do that till the ship anyhow. And so who knows, maybe you can get one of those cars that you previously wanted and it's sold out. And if someone cancels along the way, or one of our dealers says, hey, I know I ordered 20, I'd only like 10, that puts 10 more back in the inventory. And that happens, and we're all good with that. And that's why it's so nice with our Circle B Diecast website that you can kind of be put on queue for those cars that you want, and then we'll notify you and say ship it away, and then we'll get the credit card and debit card and put that all the way through. So fun stuff, really is. We're off to such a rousing start. 6 races, 6 faces in the NASCAR Cup Series, and just really, really good. John has a question. Are you surprised by Chase Elliott's slow start this year, and when do you think he wins his first race? This year, I don't know if anything surprises me. If you would have told me that we're 6 races in, and Chase hadn't won, and Denny hadn't won, and Kevin hadn't won, and Joey hadn't won, and Brad hadn't won, and there's probably a few others in that list, I'd have called you crazy, okay? If you would have told me that Hendrick Motorsports has a win and it's not Chase Elliott, I don't know that I'd have bought that. They have 2 wins. Neither one of them are Chase Elliott. And that's not discounting Larson, I think, and nor William Byron, as a matter of fact, for that. If you'd have told me Penske wins, but it's not Joey or Brad. If you'd have told me Joe Gibbs Racing wins and it's not Denny Hamlin. It's been a weird year, folks. And so, to your question, yes, John, I am surprised that Chase Elliott hasn't won yet. And I have no earthly idea when I think it's going to start. I do think it starts, but I have no earthly idea on when that is. This year's just been plain old, good old-fashioned weird. And I like good old-fashioned weird. You know, I love the winners that we've had this year. We've had some really good stories winning these races, including Ryan Blaney. And it's just great stuff. It really is. But it's weird. It really is. So as far as Chase Elliott goes, I'm not sure what to expect. And when Chase starts winning, he could roll off 2 or 3 in a row without a problem, because there's no weaknesses in Chase Elliott's game either. Nor do I think I don't think there's weaknesses in Hendrick Motorsports, because William Byron and Kyle Larson have already won in those Camaros. So just is. It's a weird year. It really truly is. So fun stuff, that's for sure. Good stuff. A lot of talk about Bristol. It's just going to be interesting. I have a podcast that'll drop tomorrow called Crew Call on MRN.com with Jay Fabian. He's the series director. And it was just fascinating to get all the nuts and bolts and details of what they're going to be doing and not doing, and no pit stops and all of that. So a lot of detail on that. And so Jay's overriding point is that these are the best men and women preparing race cars and the best drivers in the world. They're going to have a good race. And the more I think about it, I'm like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. That really does. I also saw an interview. It was a podcast, local small podcast out of, they just grabbed Kyle Larson as he was headed out of the gate at Bristol last week with his late model car. And he kind of has a sense that this is going to be pretty special, what happens with the NASCAR this weekend. So we'll just have to see. I'm going up there Saturday night doing the truck race. MRN, we're doing the truck race. I will not be part of the Cup crew as PRN has that, but I'm looking forward to getting up there and seeing it. I'll get a chance to see the heat races for the Cup cars. I'll get a chance to see the heat races for the trucks, and then we're broadcasting the truck race, and that's going to be fun. It really truly is. Wilson says, with 6 different winners, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will be the next surprise winner, being a dirt race. See, that's what I love about this dirt race, is that you could be 100% right. Ricky won a sprint car race last Friday night on a dirt track down in Alabama. That's the thing that I find so fascinating about this. If I walk in here next week and do a Tuesday at 2 and Ricky Stenhouse is the winner, there's going to be zero shock in my world. Ricky is one of those. But here's the thing. I just don't know. I don't know whether it's going to be one of those guys with dirt experience or not, because this thing doesn't race like any other dirt track with these Cup cars. So, I mean, I'll never forget to my life when Bubba Wallace won the truck race over Kyle Larson at Eldora. If you look at any scenario and say it's going to be Bubba Wallace and Kyle Larson racing for the win at Eldora, every scenario you have Kyle Larson winning except for one scenario. What really happened? Because Bubba did such a great job just keeping that truck straight, just like they do on asphalt, just keeping himself out of trouble. And Kyle's out there banging the fence, banging the fence, banging the fence. And Kyle raced behind him for lap after lap after lap and got alongside of him lap after lap. Bubba never faltered, never flinched, never failed. And finally, with 3 or 4 laps to go, Kyle bounced the truck off the wall one too many times and it damaged the truck, and Bubba went on to win the race. So I think that's I think that's really, really the fun part about this race is that it could be one of the guys like a Larson, like a Stenhouse, like a Bell, like a Chase Briscoe with all the dirt experience. You can't tell me Kyle Busch is not going to be good up there. You can't tell me that Bubba Wallace and guys like that are not going to be good. The one I'm keeping an eye on is Kevin Harvick. I mean, he's had in Harvickese, he's had a terrible season. Wouldn't it just be like Kevin Harvick to pull one out on dirt, which is totally foreign to him? So I think that that's what's neat about this this race. Exactly. Victor, I'm with you. It's almost like pick the winner out of a hat. I think you're right on that, Victor, and that's why I think it's going to be a fun race on Sunday afternoon. The Food City Dirt Race at Bristol, baby. Man, it's going to be awesome. It really is. So fun stuff, that is for sure. We'll see what happens. And then we get into Easter where everyone kind of decompresses, takes a breath, sees where they're at. The teams at the front of the field, they're in good shape. Teams at the back of the field, then they get to regroup and go on into the summer stretch of the year. So it is fun. It really is, and it's great. Great to catch up with everybody here on our Tuesday for sure. So remember, the Ryan Blaney race-winning diecast is available at circlebdiecast.com. We have got all of the watermelon trucks. We've got Ty Majeski. We've got the Spires car, and a whole lot more. You can find your favorite driver's diecast at www.circlebdiecast.com, whether it's for pre-order or whether it's in stock or whether it's old stuff. We've got a bunch of good historic diecast as well. So neat stuff. We've got Sam Bass artwork. We've got University of Racing diecast cars. We've got Indy cars. We've got all kinds of stuff. More than you can shake a stick at. So get out those credit cards and order something up. And just have yourself something really, really sweet from all of us at CircleBDiecast.com. So glad you spent time with us. We appreciate you checking us out here on Tuesday. We'll look forward to catching up with you next week. That is, Tuesday at 2, here from Circle B Diecast in Concord, North Carolina.